what a weekend for the NFL, and we saw two of the finest young quarterbacks in the league, the two finest young quarterbacks in the league. Pat Mahomes returns from injury and puts up numbers against the Minnesota. Who they lost to? The Titans, the Tennessee Titans. It wasn't Mahomes' fault.
Don't stop with that. Right away, Chris.
Mahomes'
right
fault.
away.
Can I read the numbers?
Wait a minute.
36 for 50, 446 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. His special teams and his defense failed him.
Chris.
He was outstanding.
Chris.
Period.
It's a short menu, Chris Broussard. That's all he said.
You haven't said that in 5 weeks because you've been touting Aaron Rodgers' horn.
Because when Aaron Rodgers loses, you don't want to hear about anything else. And my point is, Mahomes now, Mahomes boy, whatever Shannon calls him, Mahomes boy, has now, when he's quarterback, they lost 3 in a row. They won with Matt Moore. They've lost 3 in a row.
Are you trying to argue Matt Moore is better than
No, I'm
Patrick
not. I'm just telling you the result.
Then I don't even know why you bring that up.
Has he lost 3 games in a row since at quarterback?
He didn't play 3.
Yes.
Well,
he
came in.
The last 3 games.
Game.
The last 3 games he's been quarterback. The last 3
What
games.
are you if you're going to say it with your chest. Matt Moore should be starting?
All I'm saying
Matt
is
Moore should be starting over Pat Mahomes. Are you really about to say that?
All I'm saying is
I ain't think so.
This ain't the year you were talking about and you thought it was going to be. That's all I'm saying.
He's got 18 touchdowns. He might reach 40.
You want to bet on that?
No, but I'm just saying
we already have a bet on
with the injuries. No, the bet's off because he got injured. He got hurt.
You said he still could reach 40. Why would the bet be off, Chris?
He still could. I'm not saying definitively.
I'm saying let's keep the bet on.
Had he not missed the game.
If he gets to 40, you would win the bet.
Let me get to the next point. The other youngster who was wildly impressive, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is doing it week after week after week, and he had another tremendous game. Ran rush. Now, granted, it was they beat who they ran through. Was it the Bengals?
Bengals are terrible. They scored 49 points.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you're supposed to do that to the Bengals, of course. But his numbers: 15 for 17, 223 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 7 carries for 65 yards. And another perfect passer rating. Let me give you a few numbers just historically with what Lamar Jackson is doing. He joins Aaron Rodgers and Joe Montana, who Rob thinks is the GOAT, and there's certainly an argument for him, as the only players ever, or at least in the Super Bowl era, to record 3 touchdown passes, 1 rushing touchdown, and a perfect passer rating with at least 15 completions in a game.
So only 3 guys have done that. Let me see. A-Raj, the GOAT, Joe Montana, and now Lamar Jackson?
Yes. Yes.
I got the hair on the back of my neck just stood up. Oh. Yes.
I know you need a cigarette.
I need a cigarette.
Now let me give you a few.
Wait a minute. Where's Tom Brady? Where is your GOAT? Where's the one who has the GOAT cleats? Where's Brady?
You know why Brady's
not there?
You know why he's not in there?
I got it.
Because Tom Brady believes there's a short menu.
No,
don't get off your short menu now.
No.
Don't get off your short menu now.
Now all of a sudden, there's no Tom Brady in that list. Isn't that interesting?
So what does that mean?
I'm just telling you.
What are you saying?
It ain't just about winning championships, which tells you how great you are.
It's not like he doesn't put up numbers either.
No, but I'm just telling you, Brady ain't that guy to match up with Aaron Rodgers.
Brady's not that guy.
Told you.
Most of the football world believes he's the GOAT.
They're just going off of winning Super Bowls. It's not all Brady.
His numbers are great.
Brady's won 3 Super Bowls with 1 touchdown.
Great too.
3. I think it's 3.
His numbers are great.
Unbelievable.
Too. And when you gave him a legitimate number 1 receiver, Randy Moss,
they lost in the Super Bowl. I remember that.
He lit it up that regular season. Let me get back to making the point. All right, now Lamar Jackson has now started 16 regular season games. Obviously, that's a season's worth now. His numbers in those games: 63% completion percentage, not bad. 3,150 passing yards, not bad. That's 7.5 yards per pass. 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Here's what's really impressive.
That's not that great.
No. 225 carries, 1,258 rushing yards, and 10 rushing TDs. Now, here it is. In his first 16 career starts, he has more wins than Pat Mahomes. 13 to Mahomes' 12. He has more rushing yards than LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the best to ever carry the man.
That's shocking right there.
Yeah.
That's a shocking
I saw that,
stat.
I couldn't believe it.
I'm blown away by
His
that.
passer rating, you'll like this, is higher than Tom Brady's.
No shocker, because Brady ain't that guy like
His
that.
average yards per attempt, say that now.
Tom Brady.
His average yards per attempt higher than Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead. Say something. Say something.
My mic.
Yeah, all right.
Off. Hello?
His completion percentage
Hello?
better than Drew Brees's. So we're just saying that this guy is off to a fabulous start. And, Rob, I want to ask you this, because people are saying it about both of them, that Mahomes is the future of the quarterback position or Lamar Jackson is the future of the quarterback position. Of course, I love Lamar and what he's doing, but I'm going with Mahomes because how often are we going to see somebody like Lamar Jackson who can run it like a running back, a tailback, and throw it like a legitimate quarterback? Michael Vick was a great runner, but didn't pass it as well.
Well, he had
a
strong arm. I mean,
he had a strong arm, but he wasn't. I don't think he was as accurate as Jackson.
Because even Lamar sometimes isn't the most accurate.
Now, granted, he had that. This is similar to the year Vic had with Philadelphia.
Vic had an unbelievable
when
year.
He was his first year there under full season under Andy Reid. Like, he was fantastic, but that was his best season by far.
Yeah, I you know what? I think I would go closer to. I think I would pick Lamar Jackson from this standpoint. I think a guy like Mahomes is more of a. I know you say, well, because he's not running, but it's what he's doing and his arm and whatnot. You don't have guys don't come around that often. He's like a rare breed where I think there's more of a chance of a guy being a good passer, not the greatest, not the strongest arm, right? I'm talking about like those things and adding the mix of being able to run a little bit. We've seen a number of guys come along more so than a Mahomes who's closer to an Aaron Rodgers with the big arm.
Rodgers, Marino, those guys.
Like those guys. Think about this, Chris. And they didn't all pan out. But we saw Michael Vick. We saw RG3. We saw.
That's the thing. Neither one of them.
They didn't last. They didn't last. Vic had a long enough career. Who's the other guy I'm thinking about?
You
from
had
Texas.
Randall Cunningham.
But from Texas. Vince Young, right? It didn't pan out.
None of them have panned out.
No,
right.
but I'm saying, we keep seeing more of those guys.
But we've seen those guys. Remember,
I'm not saying
a lot of
he's
black
new.
quarterbacks were like that in college
I'm not saying
that didn't get a chance in the NFL. The thing that surprises me the most, and hopefully it stays this way, I wasn't so much in the group that said Jackson can't be a really good NFL quarterback. I was in the group that was like, you can't run that much.
How about
and stay healthy?
No, I know you said that, and that was your biggest point. But don't forget, go back and look at these former GMs and these football analysts who said he should try out for wide receiver.
Yeah.
Remember we had
Bill
that big
Polian
Bill Polian just had an apology and just apologized. And if you remember, I remember us talking about that, and I said I would not try out. I would be insulted if they asked me to be a wide receiver and go. You remember that about, hey, go.
And he took that stand.
Well, and he should have.
I give him credit for that.
Do you remember that?
I didn't think it was so much insulting.
Oh, I did.
As I just thought.
I remember you wanted him to at least go and see if you can make or at least try it out. I was against it.
I just didn't feel like it was, in his, because we'd never seen a guy play the quarterback position like him and stay healthy. Now, I would have disagreed with those who said he doesn't have the tools to try to be a quarterback. But my thing was just that you're going to get broken up. No, and he still may. I mean,
no, right.
It's a long, right. If you play this way, I think he could have, and stays healthy, he could have a nice 8, 9, 10-year run. But you won't be playing 16 years like this.
But I think that people were too quick because of his athleticism to want him to go to play another position. And that's what they used to do to black quarterbacks.
Did you think
all
it was
the time.
racial in this? I didn't think it was racial in
no,
this.
I just
because we got a lot of black quarterbacks.
Right. No, but I'm just saying because of his other attributes.
He has a special athleticism.
Right. And so they look at that and go, oh, man, imagine if he was a wide receiver.
Right.
What he would do. But that guy refused to do that.
No,
Tony Dungy was a quarterback in college, and they made him play DB in the NFL.
Charlie Ward never got a shot. Tony Dungy told us he thought Charlie Ward could have been a great.
Yeah.
That's all-time great.
So that's happened before.
All right, we threw it out to you. Who's the future? Pat Mahomes or Lamar Jackson? 877-99 on Fox. Let's start with Kevin in Wisconsin. Kevin, welcome to the Odd Couple. Who you got?
Hey, what's up, Chris and Rob? How you guys doing today?
Great, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. I got to agree with Rob on this one because I look at it like in the last, I won't even say years. I'll say in the history of the NFL, you have 3 individuals who could throw the ball with that kind of touch ever. And you have only 2 individuals who were mobile and accurate to that degree, and that's Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Whereas if you say with Jackson, you could say Steve Young, and I think Jackson.
But he didn't run it like Lamar Jackson.
But he ran the football.
It well,
no, he
but
did.
nothing like Lamar.
But Lamar will get better. I compare him to I'm from Milwaukee with like a Giannis. He'll get better. He'll shoot Giannis is shooting better. Lamar will get better and more accurate. He's only 22. You have to give him time. But one last thing, though, Chris, I think you always got to take into account, I do appreciate and recognize the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, but you also have to remember he's been paired with arguably the greatest offensive mind ever in Andy Reid.
No doubt.
And if Aaron Rodgers had Andy Reid as a coach from day one, would his numbers even be obtainable for a Pat Mahomes?
Well, he didn't. So. I give you Andy Reid.
Because everybody flourished on Andy Reid.
What can we say?
No doubt about it. Sean in New Mexico, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What you got?
Hey, guys. Love the show.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm taking Pat Mahomes all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. But I do give credit to the Ravens because I think they've done a better job than almost anyone else in recent history of creating an offense that fits their quarterback.
Agreed. Good point.
100%.
Very good point. And a lot of guys wouldn't have even done that for a guy like Lamar Jackson. The previous caller talked about Mahomes going to the right fit. Jackson, Harbaugh, really, you got to give him credit for building that around Jackson. And again, I still have questions of how sustainable it is.
And you know what? Maybe this is the Harbaugh, because Jim Harbaugh did the same thing for Colin Kaepernick.
That's a good point.
Think about that.
That's a great point.
The 2 guys are both from the Harbaugh brothers, and they probably talked about
I'm
that.
Sure they talked.
You know that.
Yep. That's a good point. Let's go to Mark in Sacramento. Mark, you're on with Chris and Rob.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
What's happening?
You guys just stole my point. I was about ready to bring up that Harbaugh point and who he coached. So that was a good point. I think what's going to happen is I love to watch the kid Jackson, but with every running quarterback, and I've probably seen them all, they come up with defenses after about 2 or 3 years, and they figure out how to contain them. And with the rule changes, it's got to be Mahomes because they are not allowed to hit the quarterback. As long as he stays back there, he can sit back there all day, and they can't really take shots at him to hurt him. So he's going to be able to throw the ball all over the place.
Those are good points. I think what Mahomes does is more, at least at this point, it looks more sustainable.
No,
Rob.
Yes, I don't disagree with that.
Hey, real quick, Rob, I want to agree with you, too. The greatest is Joe Montana for one reason. He played his whole career in an era where defenses can hit you, and he had to run from Lawrence Taylor every year. Tom Brady never had.
Six rings.
And Mark, here's the other part. He didn't cheat at all either. That's the other part. He didn't cheat. Thank you very much. Bruce in Jacksonville, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Sorry, Chris.
It is what's going on? What's up, man?
What's up?
Long time listener, love the show, second time caller.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, just want to say real quick, I think that Mahomes is definitely the quarterback of the future. I'm a Ravens fan. I love Lamar, but we've seen guys in his mold before. And what happens is normally they allow them to be mobile while they learn the NFL passing game. You're not normally going to find a guy quite as fast as Lamar, but there's been a lot of guys in that mold. I don't think we've ever seen quite the physical combination and the advanced skill in the passing game that we've seen in Pat Mahomes. Thanks, guys.
Good call.
I think
Good
we
call.
have.
Two guys I think you put with him.
Dan Marino and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, no,
he's in
no
that
question.
class.
He's in that class.
There hasn't been guys like that. I'm
but
sorry.
like to the caller's point earlier, he does have an offensive coach in Andy Reid who's been great with quarterbacks, so that's big for him.
Let's squeeze
Last
one
call.
more in.
Sean in South Carolina, you're on with the Odd Couple.
Oh, man, I am so thrilled to be here. I used to listen to you guys on YouTube. I bought Sirius XM just for you.
Wow.
Hey, we appreciate that, brother.
Nah,
Thank you.
that's awesome,
Thanks
man.
for the
Thanks,
love.
Sean. No doubt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. So, honestly, I think that Lamar or Jackson is going to be the quarterback of the future, but that has less to do with him and more to do with Pat. Man, Pat's unstoppable. This guy's making no-look passes. We've never even seen that in the NFL. It's easier to duplicate Lamar Jackson than it is a Patrick Mahomes. I think that's going to be once in a generation. We had Dan Marino, we had Aaron Rodgers, and now we're getting Patty.
I agree.
Obviously, I'm a Mahomes fan, but I don't think we're gonna see a Lamar Jackson for a while. Like we've seen guys that could run, but have we? Other than Michael Vick, I don't think of anybody that could run like this guy.
No. It's a special talent, but RG3 had an unbelievable rookie year. I know it's hard.
That's fair.
And you know what he won? If you remember, Chris. They won their last 7 games of the regular season and made the playoffs, and it was about RG3.
It was all about him. That's why
he was.
I'm happy that Lamar's been healthy so far, but we haven't seen that. We haven't seen a guy run this much and stay upright for a long time. All right. Hey, it's the Odd Couple. I'm Chris. He is Rob, and we want to encourage all of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right. You know, you can listen to us on the radio, and now you can watch us as well, and it's fun.
No question about it. And remember, oh, yeah!